The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to
Oh,
go.
shit.
And we're underway here at Ford Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Purdy going to the air right away. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Purdy off the play fake. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
What the fuck? You threw that fucking forward, jackass. What the fuck?
That throw, Charles, over the
I don't think you can pass it forward like that. Football.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Escaping the pressure right to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He can only get a yard after all that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go play action here. Purdy nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. Fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So for the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings from 17 yards out. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I couldn't wonder. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Give him a couple on the carry there. there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Oh, my God.
Close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Looking on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. I'm surprised that they ran it there, but the end justified the means.
Both of us are surprised that they ran it there. The NFL is not a league where you run the ball on 3rd and that much yardage. I like their fortitude in the call, though. They had something that they saw, and they went with it, and it's paid off in a nice way.
Back to throw, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. And into the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now Purdy. Flushed. And he's taken down. Now this one from about
Yeah, I knew that was fun.
over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My guys are clowning, dude.
He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them.
Oh, God, he's going for it.
And knock the ball away.
That's a terrible idea.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
On the 10-yard line, bro.
To go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery.
Oh, shit.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Badgley able to knock this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck him up. Take him out. Back up already or something? That's crazy.
There, he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not
Oh God, Darnold again.
You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game,
what the
you should
fucking
be 60%
shit?
just to be in the average range.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Look at the big fella go. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. Touchdown. Jerome Jennings. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners have retaken the lead. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. That's caught at the 1. So now Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Gone. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lenore. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in there, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Darnold. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A partner guaranteed they they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's a flag.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. They planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
There we go.
Touchdown Lions. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Lions have taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there and decided to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. It certainly felt like, hey, I bet we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And a big loss here as he's taken.
There, go for it. Yeah, there you go.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Fucking ridiculous, dog.
Taking a shot for Samuel.
Oh my God.
Taken in. It's complete. 4th down conversion
Holy
plays. You
fuck.
usually think 1, 2, 3
Gotta
yards,
be
maybe
shit.
10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Darnold on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Fuck. Bless me. Shit. Jesus. Fuck.
And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hell yeah.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It feels like we're getting caught in between here because they incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down.
Shutting this fool down.
Incomplete. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Goff now looking to throw. Looking for Wade, and he finds him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Stop holding me.
One, but incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Badgley's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here on the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, Darnold. They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They try to throw it 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. So that every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side. coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. On first down, it's gone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that's ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A first down throw, Darnold.
Ah, damn it. I wanted a close game, man.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy. But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for him after the interception. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Gibbs is into the end zone and touchdown Lions. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score. It turns out the Lions.
Party's over.
Yep. Party's over, folks.
But yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores.
Oh, he's mad now. I would be too, though.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Oh, dropped it.
Look at this dude.
This one's gone.
Clowning.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, McCaffrey. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Darnold. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big
Shut up.
play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And he drops it incomplete.
Whatever you just said, just shut up.
At this point in the game, in the situation you're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Whatever, bro.
Inside the 25. Big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Flush to his right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And this play doesn't work at all.
Taking too much time up. You got to score fast.
Darnold on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San
Took you long enough.
Sam Darnold taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners get a big closer. They'll try and throw for it. On the move to his left. And he's going to get in for the score.
That don't matter.
Cut to 14.
Not too much, really.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no chance to get away.
Man, that's a flag, man. You can't hit me in the back like that, dude. It's a cheap shot.
Ready to begin their drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the team's right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th.
I don't know about that. That was like a 1st down.
By the
Like
defense.
wide a
And
bit.
that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Whatever.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now Darnold. Flushed out right.
Nice pass.
Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in
Fucking Darnold is what he's done, man. He wants to go home. He wants out. He's tapping out. He's like, I'm not ready, guys. I'm sorry. He wasn't ready. Take me out.
But in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Montgomery running right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now it's
Just be trucking, man.
the defense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before fourth quarter. Montgomery, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another.
Pretty much out of reach anyway.
Has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, it's definitely out of reach. How's that?
Once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Yeah.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Yeah. You played though. I mean, you played, you know.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've been accelerators. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
It's 4-0 already this week.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed.
Oh, God, where's...
There he goes.
How is he so wide open?
Now he's into the clear again. Juwan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers.
How in the world is he so wide open?
An even 90 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And finally, there he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we're going to first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we're going to have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Fucking torpedoed his ass.
The effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's got his target. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain to the fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And he is back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Under pressure, they got him again. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a third and goal. Darnold from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game, not a lopsided game like this. They're not letting up. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Boy. You need to go back to the drawing board, man. Something's got to give.
10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing the game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diallo. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing at an elite level.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. And how about that? A gain of 15 there on 4th and 10. Darnold to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. On 4th down, Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Niners.
Dude, just laying on him.
Managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they got the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Goes to the corner, right side. Now we'll get whistles, and they signal for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Throwing now, Goff. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking with them in this contest, the kind of performance.
At least he had 449 passing yards.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis.